You haven't done it.
I haven't won.
No, yeah, I knew you hadn't recorded yet.
Oh, okay. Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to start the live.
All right. But the live. Okay, so we're TikTok. What's going on, y'all? Now we going live. All right. So I was actually wanting to talk about this today because I watch Greg Doucette a lot, and he talks about a lot of stuff that people don't talk about. I'm gonna just be honest. And steroids, obviously is a big thing of his. I love listening to and watching things about steroids in terms of why people use them. Because I just don't understand the psychological aspect of it and like why people are very like obsessed with injecting something into their body, taking creatine and anything. You've never taken anything like that, right?
Creatine is natural.
It's natural, but I'm just saying. Well, I think some people debate on when you should take it. I think some people don't think you should take it at a certain age, but I think it is. It's definitely natural, I believe. But has that been something you've taken before?
Creatine.
You have.
Yeah, I take creatine.
You take it.
Yeah, like, yeah, I put it in my water, like I'll mix it, but it's just the regular dose that's recommended, 5 grams, which is 1 scoop.
I
I
guess.
mean, yeah, if you're constantly going over that, then that's an issue. Like,
Yeah.
as long as you stay within that, it shouldn't be an issue.
I guess I just didn't think that you took anything. I don't know why.
Yeah, and there's protein powder too. That's a supplement. I take protein powder. I will use I don't use protein powder every day, but I use it. It's like a
Mhm.
really healthy organic one. So that doesn't really matter, like in the sense like it's high quality ingredients.
Yeah.
But besides that, creatine and that's it.
Mm. Wow. Wow. I didn't know that. I literally thought you only got your stuff from like groceries. And I knew you took protein, like protein powder. But I guess I didn't think you took anything else. So creatine. Okay. Okay. No wonder you'd be looking all okay. Okay. It make more sense now.
Yeah, I
Like,
take creatine. I don't have any right now, actually. I ran out, but I'll probably
mhm.
get it hopefully next week if they have some.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, so I don't have any right now. But like if I'm not like if I don't have any, I'm not like rushing to the store to get it.
To
It's
get it.
just like whenever it's in stock or whenever I'll see it, like I'll get it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I take creatine. I've been taking creatine for a long time.
I had no idea you were taking
And
creatine.
I've never hid that from anyone. I've talked about that before on like my social media. I've talked about creatine and I've taken creatine, like I take creatine.
How come I've never heard you say that? I've always heard other people say it. I've never heard you say you took anything other than protein powder. Wow.
Yeah, I take creatine.
Yeah,
But even
well,
then, creatine is not bad.
yeah, no,
Unless
unless
you're
you're abusing it, and yeah,
yeah, overusing it
yeah,
or
yeah,
something like that,
yeah,
or like not hydrating yourself, then yeah,
yeah.
sure,
Exactly,
you
exactly.
know. And on top of that, if your nutrition is crap, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, really? If you have bad nutrition, it's bad to take it.
Well, I think if you have bad nutrition, supplements are not going to save you.
I'm not gonna save you.
So I mean supplements, not creates like supplements in general, whether
Yeah.
it's creatine, BCAAs, whatever the case is, like if your nutrition's crap, the supplements aren't going to save you. You need to get your nutrition in check first before you even think about taking supplements because supplements are just an add-on.
That's true. That's true.
Supplements should not be used to replace a meal.
Yeah.
So that's
Kara,
where people get themselves messed up.
Kara said facts. Okay. She
Yeah.
she preaching, Kara. I'm about to.
Thank you, Kara.
No, but
Yeah.
you're right. You're exactly right. That's actually that's another really good topic. I know we talked about supplements before, but I was like, it's actually a really good topic. Nutrition and supplements. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like taking vitamins. People who have I'm gonna be honest, my nutrition ain't always there. And
Yeah, I saw you posted that on your Facebook. You said that you
yo,
fell
can
off
you
because of 4th of July.
it, a private group was
But you said it, you posted it.
I'm glad you read. I'm glad you be in there reading because you don't be posting nothing. So I'm glad you at least read it.
I just saw it right now when I was trying to find the link.
Oh, okay. That's what it was. I was like, man, she over reading all my business out here. TikTok don't need to know all that.
Yeah, they do. They need to know.
Okay.
because yeah,
Well,
it's called holding you accountable. So are
um,
you gonna show the video or like
well, wait. I was going to dive into that. I was actually trying to get into that. You started talking about supplements. Well, we started talking about it, and you actually gave some really good stuff. So there's nothing wrong with that. But I did want to say something before I like played it. The context around it is essentially like, well, I wanted to talk about posting for views, essentially. Like that would be the title. And going into this video, I'm not sure if you heard of this guy named Larry Wills. He's pretty big in like bodybuilding fitness. He's a pretty big like guy in the fitness arena. But not necessarily for the good side of fitness. You know, he abuses steroids. He tried to get off of it. He ended up backsliding and, you know, going back onto it, things like that. And now he's doing like all this different other type of stuff when it comes to fitness. And I don't, you've heard of that? Have you heard of this sport? I guess they call it a sport, but you've heard of this sport called slapping, like sport slapping, where people just stand there and whack up? How's that a sport, G? When everybody that's doing it is like obese, from what I've seen. TikTok,
damn.
TikTok. If y'all can see what she's
And
doing,
it would be like boo 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 boo.
if y'all can see what she's doing, yo, this is abuse. What she just did, yo. All right, this is a snippet. This is a snippet. Like I'm low key gonna like make sure that people know what. Okay, but
Gladly, gladly, please.
okay, but I don't understand how that's a sport. First off, right? Like, isn't sports supposed to be fitness, like healthy stuff, like athletes? But now it's not that. I don't know. That's not even a topic. But I thought about that. I was like, how's this a sport? How are people getting into this? But essentially, he's going into that. You know, he's done bodybuilding. He's done all these other different type of things. You know, and all these other things that he does. And Greg Doucette commented on it or made a video on it, responding to him doing this, and he was just essentially saying, you know, I don't understand why you're doing this. This is an easy way to get brain damage. It's an easy way to break your neck, to tear something. Like these people are slapping you pretty hard. And so um he ended up talking about how people are posting for views now. And I thought about that obviously in the fitness arena, right? Like people are posting so heavily for views. People are posting so heavily because they're just trying to get um some form of views. Like they're becoming an addict to views. I'm not saying this to down views. I'm not saying this to talk to say that views aren't significant. But people who just post for that reason of views, I think essentially does what he's doing here. And so I think I'll kind of go to like I'll share a little bit of it, but that's the context of the video in terms of like, you know, what's happening here. Let me just jump into it a little bit. Hold on. Dang it. They about the freaking ads. I can't stand ads on YouTube. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I almost paid YouTube Premium just to avoid them.
190 kg versus 190 kg. Big boy bake. And remember, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Bigger guys can do more damage to each other than
I think it's toward the end.
crashing the bike on purpose with no helmet and saying, hey, whoever gets the most crazy crash wins the most money. So you get on a bike, go downhill, jump off the bike and see what happens. Eventually, bad things are gonna happen. Nah, bro, please, that sport don't deserve you. Bro, don't do this. And we got the nice job Dana White clapping. Larry, don't do this. You don't need the brain damage associated with head injuries. Stick with arm wrestling, mate. Guy's a world-class arm wrestler, a world-class powerlifter, a world-class strongman competitor, a world-class bodybuilder, and I'm gonna stop doing all those things. Why? To get punched in the frigging face. He's clearly already lost the brain cells. Clearly, we can see testosterone, trend abuse, and so on. It's not doing good things for his brain cells. It's not helping him. It's not doing him any favors now, is it? Please don't participate in this nonsense. Bro, what the F is this sport? As if you joined that, no respect for you. Probably shouldn't do this shit, fam. He needs to oil up first. Muy fuerte hombre, that means very strong man. Also, no es inteligente. Es un partido muy difícil. Broma writes, man, you got way more guts than me. I would have rephrased it, you're way stupider than I am.
And this is why I love Greg Doucette, because ultimately he calls people out when they do stuff like this. And at this point, again, he goes on to say Larry has so much money. If you're a YouTuber, and he was like, if you have like over 1 million followers, he said something like that. He said you got money, like Greg Doucette, because Greg Doucette came a long way, and he was just like, when you hit that mark as a YouTuber, you have money rolling in, because it's a pretty lucrative thing, right? YouTube. And so stop it there. But essentially, just kind of showing you what, the perspective of what he was talking about and why he, wanted to talk about it. But going back to fitness and, again, people posting for views, I think it's something that regularly happens. I've never done it. I've never posted fitness for views because, for one, I don't really post fitness, like working out videos. I don't post talking about fitness. But I'm sure in that arena about people that do it. I'm not sure if you yourself have ever done it, but I guess the first question I would want to ask you too, just starting out, because I was just curious personally about you. Where are you posting mostly, or where's your posting focus mostly currently, and why? When it comes to like your fitness stuff and social media.
Well, for me, it's to educate people and just to share like my lifestyle and the way I go about fitness and how I am able to sustain this lifestyle and make it a healthy and overall balanced lifestyle, because that's the biggest like thing for me, like my brand. Like that's why my bio on Instagram, it says something like helping you maintain a healthy, sustainable lifestyle. And those key words, sustainable, important, because something sustainable means you're able to do it long term.
Yeah.
We're not this ain't no short term journey. This is for life. Essentially, like this is for life, so telling people that like I do that, like this is no question a part of my life, and I will be doing this until I'm no longer here. You get what I mean? Like I'm still working out, eating healthy, doing the things that I need to do for my fitness, like overall wellness,
Yeah.
So for me, a lot of it is to educate, inform. So a lot of it is that, like, and just to share that so that people, because sometimes, especially when you're a beginner, people just kind of don't, like, for example, a lot of people want to eat healthy, but they don't know what to eat. They're like, okay, well, what do I eat? Like, besides, like, I think we all know, okay, like, ideally, whatever, like a salad, right? Like, that's all we know. But how about like making a healthier version of pasta, a healthier version of this, of that? Like, but people don't know. They're like, what ingredients do I use? Like, or a lot of people don't know protein sources. A lot of people just know chicken,
and
like
broccoli
meat
and rice, right? Like,
yeah, but like no, yeah, that, but I'm saying protein as in like a lot of people don't know what foods have protein. They don't know,
The
they
only
just know
thing meat has protein, right? That's the only thing.
exactly, and that's it. They don't know like, okay, well there can be protein in anything. It just depends what you use.
Yogurt can be high in protein, right?
Yeah, there's yogurt, there's eggs,
Yeah,
there's fish, there's different types of fish.
yeah,
Some have more protein than others. It's
yeah.
like,
Facts.
so all that stuff, that's
Yeah.
basically, that's my answer.
Well, so you answered half of it, but the other half was, where are you posting? So currently, on what platform are you posting the most? And then why that platform?
Oh,
Because you just answered a whole. No, I'm playing. No. I wanted to know that too.
no, okay, so I post on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Those are like my 3 in rotation. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Except YouTube is just longer format videos. Like Instagram and TikTok, you still get details, but I like, or at least what I'm trying to do with my brand, or like when people come across me, it's like if you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you get like you definitely get details, you get glimpse. I mean, yeah, like glimpse of it, right? Like
Yeah.
little insights of it. But
Yeah.
like YouTube would be more like, okay, you really see like a little more of it because it's like a
Everything.
longer
Yeah.
format, you know.
Mhm.
But yeah.
So so why YouTube? Why are you why are you heavily focused on YouTube? Because I'm assuming you're saying YouTube.
Um,
Is
well,
where
I mean, on all of them, you'll get a lot of information on all of them, not just YouTube. But I feel like you do get more of YouTube because I just enjoy posting on YouTube more. That's just me.
why?
I like it because I get to like get all my thoughts out
Yeah.
versus I feel like with Instagram and TikTok, I feel like rushed. I feel like people's attention spans are like freaking 5-year-old kids. Like they cannot stay for a video. Most people, not
Yeah.
everyone, but
Yeah.
most people cannot stay for a video longer than 10 seconds. And I just feel rushed and I don't like it. It's like, you know what? Just watch my YouTube video. I explain everything. I get all my thoughts out in that video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
but that's just me and how I think, and that's just how I view it. Like I just like YouTube. I prefer it. I just feel like you really get like more out of it versus like Instagram, TikTok. It's like I probably can talk about a specific topic,
Mhm.
but then you'll have to ask me a question to get like all my thoughts. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I definitely understand what you're saying. Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
definitely and no, I understand. I actually agree. Um, yeah, making YouTube videos is so funny because recently I even like I went to sleep playing one of my videos, and shout out to Raven. I'm about to upload Raven hopped in here too.
Oh, cool.
But I'm about to upload the All American talk that we had. So be on the lookout for that. It was pretty dope. Gee, you should watch it. You should watch it. It's pretty dope. Like we literally played some. I had to cut the scenes out, copyright. But yeah, like essentially we like literally it was a watch party. Remember the watch party, the one that you couldn't make one time? Like we literally like had like a little watch party and like we got into some really deep conversations. And to see how it played out is very like it's like wow, But um I recently went to sleep to one of my videos and I was like, yeah, like YouTube is that place you can go to and go to sleep to. You can be in the car and you can put a video, a podcast on, even gameplay. I watch. Uh-oh. Lights went up. Y'all still see me? Block that on here too. Ooh, the lights went out.
So I would have.
Okay. Whatever. Sorry about that. And I'm not
No, it's
sure.
okay.
I don't know if it'll happen again. I don't think so. But yeah, it's really bad. Let's see.
Oh, okay. Now
Okay.
you're good.
Now we're
You
good.
keep like kind of freezing a little bit though.
Really? Am I good now?
Now you're good, but like it froze for like a second right now.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
No, no, you're fine.
Okay. All right. What was I saying? I can't even remember where I left off. I thought, was I saying something? I feel like I was saying something.
You were saying, I'm just trying to remember. You were talking about YouTube, how you fell asleep to like a YouTube video, and you were talking to Raven how you were gonna post the All American, but you were gonna say more after that, and then it cut off. So I don't know.
No, no, you're exactly right. Kara said she probably fell asleep to one of my videos too. Like,
It's funny.
essentially, yeah, like essentially, I think like again, it goes back to what you said. YouTube provides that level of, like you said, long content that we then are able to put on and just have on for a very long length of time and get more, right? Get more of it. Because there's a lot of snippets I can't post. There's a lot of snippets I can't post. Sorry, y'all. We got a storm, so like stuff went out. But there's a lot of stuff I can't post a lot of snippets I can't post, a lot of things that you say I can't post, a lot of things that other people say that I can't really post. And YouTube provides that. So I definitely understand that. I definitely agree with that. So then when it comes to views and when it comes to people posting for them, is it a good thing or bad thing for you or to you, and why? When people are posting for views, just strictly views, let's just say strictly views, people are just like, man, I don't care about nothing. I don't care about nothing else. I want views. I want people to see my videos. I want views. I want views. And that's their only goal. Is that a good thing or bad thing to you? And then why?
Um,
As a fitness creator. Yeah, let's keep it in context of fitness, not just social media.
well, for views, well then if they're saying something like controversial, because typically controversial things or topics are gonna get views because they're trying to get people to comment underneath and
Mm-hmm.
like go back and forth and all these different things. So, um, I mean, it just depends. Like you can say something controversial, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, especially if it's your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're stating your genuine opinion on something, like anything fitness related, I mean, that's your opinion. You have every right to think that way.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't think that's bad necessarily because
Mm-hmm.
that's your opinion,
Yeah.
you know. So, but it again, it just depends though. Now, if you're like doing it in a respectful way, then I think that's fine. But once you start like, let's say you're talking about something controversial, but you're putting someone else down or like you're like belittling someone and like like you get what I mean? Like
Oh
if you're doing
yeah.
it that way,
Yeah.
then that's where it's like, okay, I don't think that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But it just kind of it just depends on what you're posting, what you're saying, and how you say
Yeah.
whatever it is that you're talking about or whatever. You get what I mean? It
Yeah.
just depends.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can post something for views, it might not necessarily be a bad thing.
Mm.
At least that's how I feel.
And so you're also saying that you don't feel like just posting for views is a bad thing, just strictly. So you think that that's okay to do, or that's okay. Like you would not say, for people who are just all views, they don't care about what it how it makes a person feel. They don't care about if a person gets something from it. They just want views, and they're gonna do whatever they gotta do to get it.
But the thing is it's up to the person that's watching the video to like educate themselves though. Like like it's not like for example me, right? Like I'm trying to put myself like if I were to post something for like views or like wanted to talk about something a little controversial, you know, a little bit or not even controversial. I just feel like almost anything in fitness is kind of controversial because people just get
Hmm.
so defensive about anything,
Yeah.
especially nowadays. So almost
So, so,
anything
so especially
can
when you,
be
especially if you say it, if you start.
yeah, so almost anything can be controversial.
Don't let G talk about.
Yeah, so it's like
I don't agree with it.
yeah, so like I kind of lost my train of thought. What was
Oh,
your
oh,
question?
oh, how many DMs I've had, huh? I'm sorry.
What was your question? Because I kind of lost my train of thought. I was going somewhere and then I don't know, it just left me right now.
No, you're good. Essentially, yeah, like do you see there being an issue with
Oh,
something?
I remember. Sorry. I remember. I remember.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I just love it.
Sorry. So no, I remember what I was saying because you were saying like, oh, what about the person, how they make them feel, blah blah blah. Well, like I mean, I get what you're saying. Like I just said, if you're belittling someone and like being very disrespectful and nasty and hasty, like that type of thing, like bullying someone like straight up, then okay, that's not good. That's not a good thing. But if you're just stating your thoughts on like a certain topic, a certain thing, it's not your job to like fulfill people's emotions and like satisfy their how they feel. You know what I mean? Like you can't control that. Like especially if it were to get like a million views or it gets like 10K views or something, like if it just gets a lot of views, I mean like people can't hold that over your head of like or at least I don't think so, really. It's just kind of, do you get what I'm saying? Because it's like, I know this isn't fitness related, but I just want to mention this as an example. Like, for example, a lot of parents will kind of look at someone like who may be posting something that's inappropriate on social media, and like, but then they like, a lot of parents will say like, oh, you're to that person, you're a bad example to kids, but their page isn't meant for kids, or like, yeah, like kids shouldn't be on that, or like they're not responsible for your kids, you're the parent, you're responsible for your own kids. Stop putting that person who's posting a inappropriate video picture, like, they're not responsible for your kids, you're the parent, you're responsible for your kids. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's kind of like how I'm trying to phrase it, except making it fitness in a sense. Like, I mean, you can't cater, you're not going to please everyone, and you can't cater to every single person. There's going to be one person that doesn't agree, one person that doesn't like it. I mean, you get what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's how I see it. You know?
So then you're saying that it's not necessarily something that's wrong.
No, it's not. Like, again, going back to what I said, it's not necessarily something wrong unless you are being hasty, bullying, like you're really putting someone down in a very disrespectful, out of pocket way. That's okay. Yeah, that's not good. But if you're not doing that, you're just talking about anything. Again, it could be anything: discipline, nutrition, sleep, or, or like Greg said, right? Like Greg, that guy, like, he's saying in general, like, well, okay, no, I mean, he was kind of like really talking about that guy, right? Or like saying like, oh, he has no brain cells or whatever. Okay, but like, that's a little like, see, the way he does that, that's a little like, okay, you didn't have to include that in there. Like, you didn't have to say that. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it just depends how you go about it.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
No, I definitely understand what you're saying. So then would you say that someone who's like a fitness trainer, and right, she's wearing like them gym shorts that go inside the booty, the gym shorts that go inside the booty crack, and she realized like that garnishes views, right? The comments and everything, you can see it and stuff. And she posts strictly because of that. She's like, yeah, I post because I get views with these shorts and my booty in the camera. You're saying then that that's not necessarily wrong as a fitness trainer.
I'm saying wrong for the other people. Like, I'm talking about wrong in for the audience. Sure,
Right.
it could be bad for the person that's posting, but you're saying views, so I'm thinking like it's wrong. It could be potentially like what I just said right now before you asked that question. I was kind of saying more for like the odd. How do I phrase it?
I think I see what you're saying. Are you
But
saying
see,
that?
but that is like, no, I get what you mean, because yeah, like, I don't post stuff like that, or I try not to. I try to post like my workouts, but not where like my whole like butt is like the whole view of the whole workout. Like, I don't do that, but a lot of people do.
Or someone like right. So you have that, or you have someone even to the side of the video we just saw, Larry Wills, who's posting videos of him getting slapped, because those type of videos, somehow people love watching those videos of people getting hurt. I don't know what the heck. I don't know what people got out of that. But again, people love watching grown men, big old 200, 300-pound men slap each other. And great, and now Larry Wills trying to get in on it, right? But Greg Doucette is pointing out he's probably doing this just for views. There's no reason someone needs to do this. You're saying that's okay. You think that Larry Wills posting videos of him doing that type of stuff is okay. It's more so on the side of the viewers. Is that what you're saying? I'm just trying to make sure I'm understanding
Yeah,
what.
I think what I was thinking is more of like the viewers, like the audience, and essentially like when it comes to the audience, like, who cares? More so, but yeah, like Larry Wills, like, sure, like that could potentially like cause serious head injuries for him if he gets slapped hard enough, right? Like, but that's his problem. I guess that's the minds. I guess that's
That's
the
perspective you
mindset.
had.
Yes, that's the perspective
Mhm.
that I'm thinking with this of like,
Yeah.
okay, if someone wants to, again, Larry Wheels, he wants to do that. Or if some girl is making her glutes the whole view of her workout, then like that's their fault. Like, or that's their problem. Like, okay, they
Mhm.
want to do that, like that's gonna affect them in their own way. Like that's their thing. That's their issue
Mhm.
to work or deal with, whatever. I guess I was thinking more of like
On the audience side. Okay.
I was thinking more of the audience side.
So I get that perspective. So then bring it back to the perspective of the person that's posting. Is it wrong for them? Like if they came to you and said, "Gee, is this wrong? Should I be posting this for views?" Would you say that that's wrong? I guess that's where I'm going.
Um, well, for most cases, then yes, because it's also I'm thinking of people who post like false information, like what you if
Yeah,
you're about to mention like waist trainers
yeah,
or
for
like
views, for views. Yeah, they want the
or
views.
like Herbalife or like
They, you calling them out? Okay, for views.
yeah, like those type of things or just anything. I mean, again, honestly, a lot of people use buzzwords like okay, like target your abs with this workout. Like stuff like that. Those are like that's like a buzzword of like
hmm
people everyone wants to work on their abs, everyone wants to tone
hmm
their abs, right?
You
So
need to
they'll
know.
use
Yeah,
that,
you need to use that.
they'll
Yeah,
phrase it a certain way.
in 3 days, 3 weeks, right? 6 packs in 3 days. Yeah.
Yeah, like tone your abs with this workout or whatever, like all
hmm
kinds of stuff like that. But yeah, like on the person that's posting it, like yeah, for the most part, it's not gonna be okay because yeah, it's just like again, if it's false information, stuff like that. I guess I didn't think about that too much because even earlier when I mentioned like, oh, if someone's like posting like their opinion on something, as long as they're not being disrespectful, see, I still don't think that's a bad thing though. I'm still standing on that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
if they
Yeah.
want to talk about a certain thing and they're just saying their opinion, I don't think that's a bad thing,
But that would
right?
be them posting because they want to share their opinion. But I'm talking about a person who's posting because they're just strictly like, I want views.
Okay. Yeah, like you're saying like they're posting more like waist trainers or like certain
Because they
things or
know it's
like
gonna rack up 100 views. You know what I'm saying? They know.
okay. Well, you see, you should have said that from the beginning.
No,
So
no, 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 don't do that.
no, because I could have had a better idea of like, because I was thinking like a little different.
Right. I just let you go. But we had to fill each other out. Like we had to figure out where each other were, and we worked to that. But I get what you were saying. What you were saying still was significant to the question. It
Mhm.
was still significant to the question. But I see what you're saying. You're in that perspective, which was a different perspective than mine. But we were,
Yeah,
yeah. But that's what you're saying. But so are you saying now with the perspective you see I'm in, you're saying nah, that's not cool?
on the perspective on what?
The perspective that I'm in now, you know,
Oh,
would you say that okay, that's not cool? For the most part, that's not cool. People just again, just for the numbers. They just want the views.
yeah, I don't think that's cool.
Okay. Okay. You sure?
No, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
Like again,
Okay.
just all those different examples, waist
Yeah,
trainers, like, posting false information or like
exactly.
using buzzwords.
Exactly, yeah.
Because you got to be careful, even with like some nutritionists on social media too. They'll be like, oh, like, because now the buzzword is hormones because everyone's trying to balance their hormones.
Really? That's the
Yes,
buzzword?
yes, like that's kind of a buzzword now too. Like everyone's trying to
Control
balance
control your
hormones.
hormones in 3 weeks. It's like
Yeah, like or not necessarily, yeah, but no, like
that's hilarious.
no, seriously, it really is. It really is. Like that's kind of becoming a buzzword. Gut health.
Gut
That
health.
is another phrase that a
Mm,
lot of people are using to rack up views.
rack
Oh,
of
if you're
views.
trying to heal your gut, you gotta drink this, and that, or like, do this, and that. And again, I'm not saying everyone's like that's doing that is wrong. Because no, there are some people that I'm sure they are educated, they went to school,
Yeah.
they studied, like, I'm just saying I
Ooh,
have been
man.
seeing that a lot too, though. A lot of people are now using those words because they know now a lot of people are trying to heal their gut, or a lot of people have hormonal issues. A lot of people have hormone problems that are affecting weight loss, weight gain. So they know the thing is when it comes to
You should
things
get on
like
live.
this,
You should get on live because people are talking. Like Kara's saying exactly what you're saying too. Like she said that on her For You page, it's filled with gut health stuff.
yeah. They
That's
keep pushing
crazy.
it on. They keep
That's
pushing it on you.
crazy.
Yeah, and also like,
Why?
um,
Oh,
uh, man, I lost my train of thought, man. I forgot what I was gonna say. But you're saying I should go live. I'll do it next time. But yeah, I'll do it
yeah.
next.
No, you good. I'm just like, obviously, like bloating, drink this. Yeah, she's saying like they got things like if you're bloated, drink this or
Yes, bloating. Like
stuff.
again, just all
Yeah.
kind. I was gonna say this. Like, people who are trying to like rack up money or whatever, like, or even companies. A lot of supplement companies to do this too. A lot of companies that sell pre-workout or like all these different things, like, or just all kinds of supplements, right? Like they'll a lot of people like that, they're gonna use your insecurities to make money, you know? So like the
Mhm.
abs, hormones, gut health, your arms, a lot of people are insecure about their arms, like, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
all these different things with the waist trainers, right? Like they're gonna profit off of what you don't like about yourself.
Well, the waist trainers do work though, right? Because they help squeeze the fat and it molds it and it like it helps it, it shapes it. Like essentially, you're no no think about
You know what? It See, here's the thing. Sure, it does do that to a certain extent, but it's just the way people will market it. They'll say, "Oh, it helps you lose weight." No, it doesn't. It doesn't help you lose weight. Now, sure, if you want something to like kind of shape you a little bit,
it'll
sure,
do that. Yeah,
it might shape you a little bit if you're consistent with it, and if your nutrition is like pretty good, then sure, it might actually shape you. Or for people who just gave birth, like it actually can help, kind of like help your like body, like your organs, like your core to kind of like get together a little bit.
the Zoom may go out. It's really bad. You can't hear it. I don't know if people on
No,
Zoom
I
can hear
can't
it.
hear it,
Yeah,
but
it's bad. Just letting you know, it may.
okay.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, no, talking about the waist trainers, like, no, yeah, that's not necessarily false. It's just more so, again, going back to what I said earlier, it just depends what you say it, how are you marketing, what's your marketing, like, what buzzwords are you using? Like, it just depends how you go about it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it really depends. It depends on the product. It depends.
Yeah. 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 And like you said, there's buzzwords, power words. I think in marketing they call them power words. Like words that capture people's attentions, like all this stuff that people use to rack up views and all these different things. And that's not to say that views is bad, right? I'm gonna get into a question that talks about that'll make us question the ethnicity or the not ethnicity, the ethics, not ethnicity, ethics of views, right? Are views wrong? And so, but at the same time, again, we have to explore the side of okay, why are people posting, or is it wrong to post just for views, right? People get. I'm not sure. Did you? I know you saw the flash.
Not really. Yo, big head is covering your blind, so
Yo, here we go. Yo.
no, I'm
You're way.
serious. Look at yourself right now. Do you see you see yourself? You're covering your window. I can't see.
You
You
heard
can't.
that? Kara heard it. Yeah, My mom was
No,
like,
honestly, I'm telling you, Trey, ever since before you even start, your audio is really not great today. So I really can't like I can low key barely hear you, but I hear
yeah,
you. But
no,
I don't hear anything in the background.
yeah, no, I got you. I got you. Yeah,
I'm
it's
just not, but I'm letting you know, like, yeah, the audio is like, I don't know why. It's like,
really, really
okay.
bad. Yeah.
Like, okay. I don't know why. It's like not that loud.
Okay. No, I got you. And again, it could be the thunder. It could be like knocking out my stuff. Um,
Maybe, maybe.
yeah, it's really bad. Um, she said, "Stay safe." My mom was like, I should get off my devices." I don't know, but it's almost like the thunder's trying to get in here. Like it's that bad.
Oh yeah, yeah, you guys be careful. Stay safe.
Yeah, I'm just. So I guess like I'll do like probably two more questions, but essentially Okay, so you did talk about the perspective, and we already talked about the perspective of people who post strictly for views. What do you think it says about the character of someone that posts for views, just strictly for views? Like, what do you think their intentions are? I guess that's the question I'm looking for. Someone who's just strictly like, man, I want views, and I've met him. I've met a lot of. But what do you think it says about their intentions? Do do they does a person like that really want to help? Does a person like that really wants to? You know what? I'll go before we get to that question. I'll ask you personally, have you ever just posted strictly for views? You didn't care about nothing else. Have you ever fell into that?
I have, but it was not me posting false information of like fitness related stuff. It's just more of like me going back to the example you said of like me um posting myself in like a provocative way. So like maybe like that, even though yes, it's like a fitness, like it's a workout or
Yeah.
it's like me in like fit like gym clothes, like it's sure like I'm making it fitness related because I'm in gym clothes or I'm promoting an outfit, but like I'm showing like my backside. So
You've done that?
yeah, I used to do that, but I don't do that anymore. But I used to do
Oh, I didn't know
that.
that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I used to do that, but now not anymore because God doesn't want me doing that. God,
Did you have high views?
yeah, because sometimes those videos would get more views, more likes, more like just more of everything.
They probably saved them. You know,
Save,
right?
yes, like more saves, like more all like just more. It's more engagement, it's more everything. So yeah, but yeah, so in that way, yes, but I've never done it necessarily because, oh, I'm trying to like misinform people or, oh, I'm
Yeah.
trying to like, it's not in that way. It's just the other way.
The other way,
That was,
it was the
but
other
that
way.
was like an internal thing I needed to work on for me to stop
Uh,
doing that.
wow. So then what helped you get out of that? Well, I pray, yeah, I already know, yeah.
The Lord, Jesus,
Hey, I feel it.
Jesus.
I feel it. I feel it.
But well, actually, Jesus, but me accepting a hard pill to swallow and me
Man, you
wanting.
should get you gotta get you should get on live. Like, because it's just like people are saying things to it, but I'll read it out. Somebody said Jay said show skin until he probably being funny, or maybe he said show skin until you get high views and then stop and say you weren't doing it for views. That's exactly what most people do.
Wait, what did he say? Say it again. Say it again.
That's actually like he probably ain't joking, but he said show skin until you get high views and then stop and say you weren't doing it for the views. That's probably what a lot of people do. Show skin. He's saying show your backside, show your big booty, or whatever it is you got until. And he said he's not joking, so he ain't joking. I mean, I wouldn't do that, but hey, that's what he's saying he would do. But essentially, he's saying show skin or show your boot, do those things until you get high views, and then he's saying like essentially lie and say you weren't doing it for views. And he's saying that's how I guess he would grow his page, and some people do. But
Yeah, I mean, guys can do it too. It's not just women. Like guys, I trust me, I can tell when guys being very provocative,
oh
because they like do it in a certain way, and it's like you could
yeah,
tell.
yeah,
Like it's always like the constant. Yeah, you could tell. But that's a whole nother topic. But I'm just saying like that's the way I did it.
that's
But
what
you
you
get what
yeah.
I'm saying?
And you admitting that, like that's actually that's a bold thing to admit. Because again, I knew a female. I just came across her page, and it's so crazy because she had blood clots in her lungs after having surgery, weight loss surgery. She got like a tummy tuck or something like that. Surgery ended up going kind of bad. Something happened. She ended up getting blood clots all in her lungs. Took a screenshot of it, posted it on IG, and told everybody about it. And was like, I got a mommy makeover, but I really don't. I really wish I would. So, something about how she may have regretted it or she regrets it or something. She was just like, And then fast forward like a year later, I guess, or a few months later, I went scrolling. I was looking for that post because I saw her down. I was like, all I see is how to lose weight, how to lose this. Download my article. Click down here for consultants, this and that.
Oh, she deleted it.
I saw all that, and then I was just scrolling. I was like, "Where's that post?" Because I think I commented on it because I think I knew her when I was like starting to do all this like little like interview stuff. I was like, like what? I was like, what happened? Where's that post where she was talking about how like she really, and I couldn't find it anywhere. Her whole page looked like everything was done naturally. It looked like it was just a natural transition of weight loss.
Yeah, like she did it in a way where like you
Like
couldn't tell.
where I couldn't find that post anywhere. And I was just like, that's what made me talk about this today. Because I'm like, bro, people are like, I know some people who won't even go to YouTube because they know that YouTube gonna chew them out. So they stay on Facebook. Why? Facebook is grouped. You can contain Facebook. You can control it. Oh, I got my little community over there. YouTube, you're gonna find people like Greg Doucette who gonna find you and go, look at this person, and they're gonna start making videos on you. That's what YouTube does. Like YouTube don't play. They chime. I love YouTube for that because they don't play. They chime you out. They're like, all right, we're gonna find you out, and then we're gonna do reviews on you, and we're gonna talk about you. And so I just saw her page, and I was just like, bruh, she is literally, and she targeted it right. Like they talk about how you supposed to target your audience, which is true to an extent. Like you do want to know who you're talking to, but then again, they do it in a way that is very much so manipulative. They're manipulating people's feelings, right? And so hers was how to be a mommy in fitness, how to be a mommy, and maintaining your fitness journey and this and that. And she was pulling moms in, right? Pulling moms in with this body that she has naturally created, like, it's actually kind of tiring just talking about it because it's like it's a bunch of bull crap. But I've literally DoorDash before. One of my DoorDashes was to the place where people get their buttocks done, right? It's called body sculpting or something. It's a place called Body Sculpting or something like that. I'm DoorDashing. I'm doing DoorDashing, right? And I was like, man, what? I used to always see they had a sign with a booty on it, and the booty looked like it was curved, and it was called body sculpture or something. And I was DoorDashing, was trying to find. I went up to the place. It's a real nice looking place, and they had like a bodyguard and stuff. I don't know what's going on in there. I'm like, is there a club in it? I don't know what's going on up in there. But I was like, I was looking for the person who ordered the DoorDash. I couldn't get inside the place. The place was very like security. I'm like, man, they must have some, because probably some of the stuff being done illegally. But I was like, I'm trying to find this person in DoorDash, and I found the person, was walking back to my car, and there was a car pulling up real close to the building, and they were doggone near inside the building because they pulled up so close. And then I see a woman coming out with like her maybe like her family members on each side carrying her. She's like that, and they're like carrying her on arms. She's just going and like limping to the car because she's in pain because she just had surgery with her body. And I'm just like, you going through all that? Like this is what some people really do, right? Like some people really do that. They really want to sculpt their body, and then they go on social media and lie about how natural it is. And they make millions off of that. That's crazy. It's a whole nother topic. We've talked about it before on one of our calls.
But see, but then there's also the other side too. Some people can be honest about their surgeries and they will still get views because it's interesting. A lot of people will watch it. So that right there is not, to me, in my opinion, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because at least they're being honest with people, letting them know, oh, I've gotten a tummy tuck, I've gotten a BBL, or I've gotten this done, I've gotten this done, but I'm gonna still post my workout routine if you guys want it. Like, here you go, you guys want it. But like,
But
they're
nobody
being
do that.
honest.
Nobody do that because people don't like to lie.
No, I've come across people's
Well,
pages and
well,
they are
some
honest.
people, yeah, some people do that, yeah, but not a lot,
Yes, but
not most people, I've seen.
I know, but I'm letting you know that there's also the other side. It's not just all that.
That's true. That's true. And I would love to see that side. I welcome it, but it's the side that most people do, which is I ain't about to tell you it's not natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, Like you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, these days guys don't care at all. They hitting anything. They don't care. They'll pay for the installment. Like guys that'll pay for it, and that's how today is. But again, people still line about how natural it is because again, now that's still the thing, right? Being natural is a thing that people want to claim because then it makes you feel like you didn't cheat yourself. You go underneath the knife, you cheating. You cheating if you know you ain't got no booty. You know your booty flatter than a pancake. And somehow you got 2 bowling balls in a matter of 3 months. That's crazy. Like yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, it's how do we even get here? I don't even know what we're talking about.
You're the one that brought it all
This
up.
is all you. This is you.
No.
But yeah, it's interesting. It's real interesting.
No, it is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's interesting.
no, that was
Um
good to bring up so that people have an idea.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's we're gonna talk about everything on this on my stuff. But it's just a matter of like again, you don't see that. You don't see that often, but I couldn't believe what I did see. When I saw her, I it made me lose so much respect for her because I remember her and I remember she was like working towards trying to lose weight. And it's like, well, like why did you just go and just lie like this? And now you've turned it into a whole business.
Mhm.
You didn't just lie. You lied and turned it into a whole business where now you got other women that you telling them your secret. Download my packet. Look what I did. It's crazy. That's why I got much respect for Larissa because she's always been very vocal about it. Very vocal. She would tell people
Yeah.
not. She told people not to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But going back to the again views, how people are using it. It's something that people use all the time. Lies. What you're saying in regards to how you fell into it. I did not know that. That's a very dope thing. What keeps you so apart from not apart from, also with the Lord, what keeps you from falling into it, back into it? Like when you may see your views dipping, or you may see, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure you see other people skyrocketing past you because they doing it. What keeps G out of not doing it? Because it ain't like you don't got a figure. So what keeps you from not wanting to use that and flaunt that and do apart from well not apart from but along with the Lord, what else keeps you like what else is it? Maybe it's something else that you're thinking about or you're like, man, I know in the long run this or I realize this. What else is kind of playing in your head during that?
Well, real quick, I do want to mention I have to go like past like at 9:30 because I have
Yeah,
some,
yeah.
but just letting you know. But
Well,
um
you can answer this to your last one.
yeah. Um but well on it, but it's all God though. At the end of the day, like I can't, it's all Jesus,
Yeah,
right? Because without that source and without that being the root of it, like I would still be doing it, you know? And like
absolutely, absolutely.
like so it's, I mean, it really just stems from that. There's nothing else. There's no one telling me, there's no one telling me specifically like, oh, you shouldn't do this or oh, you shouldn't do
Yeah,
that. No,
yeah,
he's the one that talks to me and tells
yeah,
me and lets me know like, I don't want you doing this. And I mean, again, that's like a whole other topic, but like overall for me personally and me
yeah,
trying to have this relationship with the Lord, I would cannot be flaunting, certain things like that
yeah,
because it is not modest and it is not um it's of the world,
yeah.
like the world is doing that and I had to, and that's some like what keeps me from it. It's all God, but it's just more so I have to keep like reminding myself like I am not supposed to live like the world. I'm not supposed to be like the world. I'm supposed to be separate
Mm-hmm,
and live separately and not,
mm-hmm,
you know what I mean? Like, because if
hmm.
I'm doing the same things, but then I'm over here like, praise the Lord, like that doesn't make me, you know,
Yeah, you
people are
got
looking at me like, huh?
yeah.
What?
It ain't
Like,
even, but it ain't even about the people. It's about you, right? Because at the end of the day, you won't really be happy doing that, right? You won't really be happy knowing that you posting something just because you're trying to flaunt your booty because you want views because the views turns into money. You know that. You're gonna go to sleep at night feeling like crap, feeling like you just devalue yourself, right? Like
Yeah, so another thing is the respect thing.
the respect thing,
You
it's
know,
like
the
people feel
respect
like crap.
aspect. Yeah, the respect aspect of it. And it's like, okay, like if everyone can see what I like got, or like, you know what I mean? It's like, how does that make me special? How does that make me special for my husband?
That's true.
Right? Like if like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's like that aspect of it. But I mean, again, I could, that's a whole other.
but it's not though. It's going exactly along with what we're talking about. Like that's why I asked you. That's
Well,
why.
I know, but I'm saying like on the spiritual aspect of it, like it's a lot. Like there's a lot more to it than just what I'm saying right now. But this is just like the basis of what it is,
Absolutely, absolutely. No,
you
I,
know.
I get exactly what you're saying, and that's why I'm asking it too, because it goes back to the question I said about the character. What type of character does a person have when they're posting just for views, right? You're gonna sacrifice something. You're gonna have to, right? Most of the time when you're just posting for view, like that's your only focus, you're gonna have to sacrifice something. But especially in fitness, right? You're gonna have to sacrifice a lot. You're gonna have to sacrifice your integrity. Like you going back to what you said about Herbalife, all these other things that people are just lying, all the waist training, all this. You gotta talk about the people getting surgeries and stuff, and then acting like they did it naturally. So now they gotta, you're sacrificing your integrity. You're at the end of the day, you're gonna sacrifice something. And some people are
Yeah.
okay. Some people are okay with it. Some people have grown numb to their conscious screaming, and they're just like, and I got money in the bank. But
Yeah.
but they don't tell people how they suicidal. They want to,
Well,
I
yeah, there's that aspect of it. They're not really like most of the time they're not going to be actually happy with themselves, you know, compared to the other person who's like has integrity and who's like just trying to inform people and be like as genuine as possible, right? Like, you know,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, like
In fitness, that's boring. That's boring. It's for the most part. That's
yeah,
boring.
yeah, it can be very
Yeah,
redundant.
yeah.
Like it can be very boring because like even me, like I do the same workouts. I'm doing the same, I eat the same stuff. I sleep the same amount of
Like
time.
why? It's
Like
like why isn't G lying? Like give us some lie.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, you know, and yeah, it is. It's a lot of that, and it's just like there's no magic answer to it. It's just consistency. Do the things that works for you regularly, and you'll see progress, you know. But
Have
yeah, no,
you?
you're right. There's a sacrifice.
I got one more question for you. It's personal.
Okay.
One more, and it's you can answer it as quickly as you want. Have you ever been tempted to lie, like do those things, like lie about those things, like, and maybe because you saw your money dipping, right? Right now, that's all you do. All you do is training. I know how it feels to, because before my job, I hadn't had, I was scratching pennies. Like, I know how it feels to be like, bro, I need some money. Like, so have you ever gotten to that point where you like, man, no, because I don't know about to say it, but it's hilarious. Like, has G ever got to that point where she like, I'm about to call up that friend that talked about Herbalife. I'm about to call up. I'm about to grab that waist trainer. I'm about to grab that waist trainer. I'm about to hit some steroids. Have you ever, gotten to that point where you just
No,
like,
because I fear the Lord more than anything. And God knows if I do that, it's going to come back to me. No, thank you. I don't need that in my life. Life is already hard. I don't need. So honestly, I fear the Lord too much. No, thank you. At the end of the day, I know I am blessed as long as I'm doing things the way He wants me to. And that's it. So, no.
no,
And
yeah.
honestly, not gonna lie, another aspect besides that, honestly, like people will tear you apart if they find out you are lying, if you're
Yeah.
misinforming.
Oh, I've seen some people.
Like people will go
Ooh,
after your employers, like they'll like take time out of their day to call your employer, email them, let them know what you've posted, blah blah blah. So honestly,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
another thing
It
that has
catches up with
like,
you. Yeah, true, true, true. That's true.
no, I'm not gonna do that.
That's true. That's
Nah,
true.
man. Like y'all,
Yeah.
y'all. no,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't need that, you know, like that's a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Like people will tear you apart.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, like, yeah, no. So
That's
honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like that also is kind of like that it's not worth it. It's not
yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
Like it's not worth all of that,
Yeah.
you know, or not to me, right? But yeah, like no.
Yo, that's deep. That's real deep. Cause yeah, you're right. People tear people apart. Like the online community, they tear people apart when they. Cause again, you have all of the people. That's why I watch Greg Doucette. He always talks natty or not, natty or not, natty or not. He constantly doing videos like that. It's like, what? How did you get? How did you go from 132 to 170 in 3 months? Like that's not natural. Like, and he would just he just choose people out. And so again, if anything else, I'm gonna make my platform a matter of talking about the truth, or at least asking questions that can provoke truth. And I think today this topic was really like we can go deeper. You know, if you had to go, I could chew in a little more. But I think I'm gonna lift up because I think what I've already applied some pressure, and again, it's good pressure because I'm gonna make some good snippets out of this. You know, this is some good stuff. Like things that you're saying. A lot of people, like I said, you're to the and when I say, hopefully you didn't take this the wrong way, but when I say that you were boring, it's not that I'm saying that you're boring to the right
No,
people.
I know. No,
Yeah,
I know.
you're boring to the people that want to hear the lies. You're boring to the people that want to see
Yeah.
the lying. And you know what I'm saying? People who want to be lied to want to see more things. They want greater lies. But like you said, fitness is just it's redundant. It's a basic thing, but but at the same time, it's not when you're truthful in what you're doing. You know, and so yeah, this is dope. This is dope. This is real dope. This is a real dope topic. Um, much respect for you being honest in a lot of your responses, like in a lot of what you said. I did not expect you to say that in regards to certain things that you've done before in terms of views this or that. But I think that was dope because a lot of people are able to see your vulnerability. This is going to be something that I post, and people are going to see this for years to come. And it's like you'll be able to look back on this, you know, and if maybe you decide, I'm not saying that you ever will, but let's say you ever got tempted, you decide to post the booty pics again, you know, you can look back on this. Gee, your booty in the camera. You don't remember? Didn't you say something? No, but why your booty in the camera? No, but I definitely respect it. I respect what you're saying. You know, you threw the Lord at me, which obviously I knew was coming, and I'm glad you said that. Anything else you want to say to somebody? Somebody that's posting for views. A G right now or a G back then who was posting booty. You know, you want to say something to her today who may be doing that? No, bro, who may be doing that right now? Like, what would you say to somebody right now? Like a G
Ugh.
that's doing that, and she's sitting there.
It's hard. It that right there, like from what I said, it's a pride. I mean, well, almost anything is a pride thing.
Right,
It's an ego
absolutely,
thing.
absolutely.
Anything that, you know, God is tugging at you like, "Oh, I don't want you doing this. I don't," and you're like you keep doing it, it's pride and it's ego. So,
Absolutely.
it is hard to put those two things to the side
Yeah.
to be able to actually do what God is calling you to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's hard, but it's worth it. It's worth it though. You reap the benefits and ultimately, you know, God will bless you for it. And for people that are, you know, doing stuff for views, I mean, you can hide from people, but you can't hide from the Lord. No, seriously, seriously.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You cannot hide from God. He sees everything. He hears everything, all of it. So what you give is what you
Mhm.
get.
Yeah.
It'll come back to you, whether it's in a month, 5 years, 10 years, it'll come back. It'll come back and slap you like that sport.
You silly.
No, but seriously, it will. It'll
Absolutely.
come back and slap you in one way or another.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe, and that's the thing, like it might not be in the exact same way, you know, but like in a different way. But a
Yeah.
lot of people don't realize that. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
come back and haunt you, and
Yeah.
in one way or in a different way. It's gonna
Yeah.
come back to you.
Yeah,
So that's what I have to say.
yeah, the you reap what you sow type thing.
Yeah, you reap what you
Yeah,
sow.
yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
yeah. Again, no one can find out, but you can be severely depressed.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
so see,
yeah,
so like, no matter what,
yeah,
it
yeah,
slaps you.
yeah,
It
yeah,
slaps you. No matter what. Even if you
yeah.
don't necessarily lose your money,
That's
you can still have all the money, but you may suffer from mental health, or you again like just stuff like that. You
and
get
that's what
what I'm
and that's
saying?
worse. That's worse than having no money.
It
That's
is.
that's
It is
worse.
worse
That's worse.
because you
Like
can always get a job.
you always,
That's something that's a whole
yo,
other thing. You can always get a job and get a check.
yeah, yeah,
you know.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
that's what I would say. Yeah.
That's big. That's big, man. That's big. This is
Yeah.
deep. This is deep. This is deep. I'm glad I chose this topic. This is deep. I didn't think it would take certain turns that it took, but I think ultimately it needed to, and that it would. And what you said holds a lot of weight. I think it's gonna cause a lot of people to think. It's gonna cause me to think. Just in general, even though I ain't, posting for nothing like that. But at the same time, it's still like, wow, yeah, what are you posting and why? When it comes and since we're talking about the fitness arena, obviously talking about that, but yeah, what are you posting and why are you posting it? Um, it's G, y'all. Y'all can go follow her, man. I'm gonna tag you obviously in it. This is your boy Trey with Let's Just Talk Fitness. This was again a topic on posting for views, but in the perspective of fitness. Um, but we ended off in Sunday school. And it's all good. G dropped it on us. All right, TikTok, man. Thank y'all. I'm gonna just close out here, just stop the recording. But thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Next time, again, we don't know what the topic would be, but obviously, hopefully, it'll be something amazing, just as amazing as this. Until next time, it is Sunday, right, Karen? All right, y'all. Peace.
Okay. I do have to go.